Hey, hello everyone, my name is Chris and welcome back to another movie review. Today I'm gonna be reviewing Joker, and as usual I'm quickly gonna go through the story of this movie to tell you in short what the movie is all about. Then I'm gonna share my opinions and thoughts about this movie, so in case you didn't watch it, one big spoiler alert across the screen. And yeah, just click away from this video and come back after you watch a movie if you want to. If you don't want to, that's totally okay. But if you really are interested in my review, then stay with me till the end of this video and let's get started. Alright, so Joker is a movie that's been recently released in cinemas. It's a crime/drama movie about a DC character from DC comic books. And no, it's not made by DC, and I'm so grateful for that. When I watched the trailer for this movie, I thought it's gonna be another shitty DC movie like Justice League or Wonder Woman maybe. You know, there's barely any DC movies lately that I actually liked in last few years. They turn out really shitty most of the time, and I really dislike them. I don't know why, they're just not my thing. I guess they're really bad and poor. But it's not a thing with a Joker, okay? So it's not a DC movie. This movie was made by a completely different director and completely different group of people. So no, it's not a DC movie, and that's actually the best thing about it, and that's why it actually was so fucking good. I'm gonna tell you that right now. So story of this movie follows a guy called Arthur, and he's living in very poor conditions with his mother, and he's trying to take care of his mother as best as he can because she's a very old lady now. His big life dream is to become a comedian and bring joy and laughter between people, and that's not really working out for him. You know, he's working for some comedian company that performs on the street, and he does his little comedian part on the street, and you know, he visits places like Children's Hospital and makes his performances over there. He gets paid every month by doing that. And as the movie goes on, you can see him really bullied, and people are being so rude to him. This movie does really show how shitty and sick today's society is. And you know, it really does get hard for him through the movie, and the longer movie goes, the deeper character falls. Things just go horrible way through the movie, and he really starts to struggle with life, with his psychological diseases that he gets through the movie. He just gets more and more insane, and that's pretty much the entire story of this movie. So this is one of those movies that actually doesn't have any story. You know, there is no story. You just follow the life of one very poor person that is getting bullied by today's society, and you just see him going more and more insane. And I don't know why, but this movie was just pure 10 out of 10. I'm gonna tell you that right now. There is not a single thing, a single moment that I disliked about this movie. I watched it in cinemas on big screen with my girlfriend, and this movie was just pure masterpiece. I don't know even where to start from. I think the best part of this movie is actually the actor himself, who was given a role of Arthur, future Joker, and the way he performed in this movie, I would dare to say that he was even better than Heath Ledger. For me, this guy is the best Joker ever in Joker film history, you know? This guy just really did the job, and sometimes I wondered, how is even this acting possible? How is even this guy doing it? That's how great the performance from side of the actor was in this movie. Second great thing about this movie is just that weird feeling you get in your chest. You know, I was sitting in the cinema watching this movie with my girlfriend, and we both felt really sad and depressive because entire movie is so sad and depressive. You see this guy getting beaten up every day, bullied by society, people telling him that he's worth nothing and that he's just not gonna succeed, and what is he doing? He has zero support from people around him. There are some people and characters who are trying to be good to him, and they are good to him, but the entire society is just so messed up, and you just feel for him, you feel bad for him, and you actually do care about this character. This is one of those movies where you actually do get to feel sorry for the character and where you actually care about character. This movie does make you care about the character. The entire movie is just filled with depression and sadness, and there is just one main soundtrack in this movie that keeps repeating through the movie every time there is like a depressive or sad scene where he just gets more and more insane and mentally ill, and it just fits with all the scenes so perfectly. No matter the scene, the soundtrack, when it hits, it's just gonna hit your feelings, and you just watch the psychopath develop through this movie. You actually get to understand how psychopaths are developed in today's society. This movie shows that so well, and I don't know, it was so amazing. There is just something special about this movie. I don't know if it's maybe because I watched it in cinemas. I think every time I watch a movie in cinema, I actually go there to watch something that is actually good. I heard that it's very good, and then I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna wait for this movie to actually show up on internet or something. I'm actually gonna go to cinema, pay for it, and watch it. I'm not gonna wait for it to be published free on internet. And Joker was one of those movies. You know, it was so good. It's pure masterpiece. And the best part is that I thought this movie is gonna be complete shit. It's gonna be another DC movie, you know, I'm not gonna like it, just another shitty DC movie about DC villain, blah blah blah. No, that's not the thing with the Joker. This movie does really show you the psychological side of the person that's being bullied by the society. And I know a lot of you is thinking, Joker is a bad guy, Joker is a villain, he's the worst Batman's enemy. I don't agree with that. If you actually deeply analyze this character and the entire movie, you're gonna see that this is just the person who was bullied by the society, and he just decided to stand up for him and say, that's enough, I had enough of your fucking shit, now you're gonna see what I can do. You know, and that's just the best thing about this movie. This is just one little innocent person trying to defend himself against this cruel today's society and today's world, and it shows that so realistically and so emotionally. I don't know, the scenes in this movie are so powerful. I think 90% of the scenes in this movie are so powerful. There is no action in this movie. If you expect to see action or Joker like doing some bank robberies or something like that, no, that's not gonna happen in this movie. There are some little action scenes, I can call them like that. There are only 4 scenes when he murders someone in this movie. This movie really focused on psychological side and that psycho side, and movie really wanted to show you what's inside of the head of a psychopath and mentally ill person and what made them like that. They weren't always like that. They were good people one day, and then just one bad day came and took all that away. And you just get to see that in this movie, and that's just what was really powerful to me. And I think all the bullies and people who bullied someone or are still bullying someone should definitely go and see this movie to actually see what damage they can cause inside other person's head, and that what they are doing is very wrong, and what later is gonna happen to that person can really make them feel guilty, and they should be jailed for the things they did. You know, that this movie just really shows that, and I think all the bullies should watch it, or people who are treating other people like shit or whatever. You should definitely check this movie out to see and understand what actually are you doing, what kind of damage, huge damage, are you causing inside other people's heads. So don't do that. Don't be bully, for fuck's sake. That sucks. I mean, I related with this character through the entire movie. I was bullied in primary school. Everybody used to beat me up and tell me all the bad things, and people and society was very unsupportive towards me. And I'm so happy that I escaped that and managed to grow into a normal human being. The point is, I really felt this movie and all those emotions because I've been bullied, and now I know it fucking sucks, and I know what it can do to you if you stay there for way too long. It's just amazing movie. I think everybody should watch it. It doesn't matter if you are a comic book fan of Batman and Joker, if you watch the Batman trilogy or whatever, just watch this movie because of its psychological side, and I think there is much to learn from this movie, and it can really help you to understand what people who are bullied every day and people who are poor and struggling with the life, how they feel and what's in their head. I think this movie shows that so realistically and so good. You should definitely check Joker out. It's a great movie. I totally give it 10 out of 10, dude. This movie just was pure masterpiece. Like I said, one of the best movies I watched in 2019, definitely. Alright, so I think I said everything about this movie. I could talk on and on about it, and I think I said just one part of it. There is a lot more to say, but I don't want to keep this review way too long. You know, it's already long. But the movie was so good, so I really had to talk about it. I really wanted to talk about it. And yeah, if you like this review, then go ahead and leave a like, share, comment, or subscribe if you want to. If you don't want to, it's okay, you don't have to. Also, you can join my Chris Facebook group. I post all kind of stuff over there. Link is down below in the description, together with my ass.fm, so you can leave me all the questions over there if you have any questions. And yeah, guys, thank you for watching this video. I love you, and I'll definitely see you in the next videos. Chris out.